Abba-dubby dude! Hi there, this is Abba-dubby dude! Welcome back! And it's an exciting day for me. I am getting to do something that I've wanted to be able to do for a long time. A few months ago, I got the joy of flying an X-Wing fighter in VR. Now, we get to fly for the Federation in VR. Yep, it's Star Trek Bridge Crew, a game I have been waiting for since they announced it, but to be honest, I've been waiting for it since I was about 5, when I first started watching Captain Kirk, Spock, etc. Before we get the jokes, they were reruns. But yeah, Bridge Crew is out. I am so looking forward to this. I haven't even loaded it up yet, so we are going to be doing this together. First time completely new, so I'm going to watch everything. I'm going to watch the intros. I'm going to be quiet during the little movies and intros and cutscenes, and then we're going to launch into the first mission, and it's all going to be first time. I am so looking forward to this. This is what VR was meant to be. I've got my Move controllers. You know, this is the kind of thing that, you know, could sell VR to people. And I'm going to do my bit today. Right, so let me start by powering these up. Okay, yep. Let me just log the Move controllers on. Yep, right, there we go. So, Move controllers powered up and dangling from my wrists in a slightly dangerous looking fashion. Okay, so let us get going. So just bear with me a moment while I get all the gear on. There we go, gotta get it all focused. That is focused. Now, how do we do that again? No, that's not it. Oh dear, I've started the game. I haven't centered the display yet because I can't remember how to. I'll do it with this. I'll do it with the old control. Right, that's better. I hope you're seeing this okay. Looks like, yep, looks like you are. Okay, let me get my controllers set up. Put that one down there. Okay. Yep, I am all clear. Oh. You know, I'm not getting any sound through my headphones for some reason. Probably because I haven't plugged them in. There we go. Right, sorry about that, I'm back. Thanks for reminding me. Right, so it's the start button to recenter the camera, which is the one. Let me just check. Yep, it's the one on the right. Okay. Sorry, I haven't done VR for a little while, in case you couldn't tell. Alright, let's get these cables out of the way so they're not uncomfortable. Okay, we're ready to go. Can you see okay? Let me just... Sorry, this is... Yep, you can see. Okay. Connecting to what? Yeah. Oh no, did I just... I'm trying to center the bloody device. Right, we are... Sorry about this, but I want to see that intro. I will edit this out. Okay. Start. Sorry, but this is just not happening at the moment. Right, here we go. I want to do this properly. Right, just let me... There we go, we're settled. Right, this time we're into it. Promise. Right, that's the display centered. So I can put that down for now. Sorry, that's drifted out of focus a bit now, so I just need to adjust it. And then tighten it so it doesn't do that again. Okay. Right, this time I'll let it do its thing. Now that I've got time to look around, that's like the warp drive effect going on. Sorry if I bash the computer at any point. Oh, sorry, right. Just open the Ubisoft Club. Because I want to get whatever points they're offering for this. Usually you get free stuff out of it. I don't know how this game works exactly, so I don't know if this is worth doing. Okay. Sorry, this is going to be easier with the... What games have we got? Okay, let's go to that one. There we go. Right, Star Trek Bridge Crew. How much have I got? I've got 80. Let's have a look at the 5 rewards. Oh, this is quite cool. You get some good stuff that you can purchase. Okay, well, we'll have the wallpaper collection, but I don't need it. Okay. I want the Bridge Crew theme. I've got a really nice Star Trek theme, which I think you saw running already. Right, none of it's that relevant to the game, so we'll just get back to the game. Okay, again for the archive I will edit this bit out. Come on, get back to the game. Yes. Right, now we're ready to go. Sorry about that, I'm such a completionist. Okay, done that. So let's get going. Ugh. Oh. Controls are a little bit close to me. I don't know how I adjust that. Like the desk was like about here, you know? But, ooh.
Welcome to the Starfleet Training Simulator. Our system is currently configured to train command crew of Aegis-class starships.
So
Here you may learn about the roles and responsibilities of each officer on the bridge, and how to operate all of the controls of their command stations.
Making sure everything's still working.
Feel free to experiment and get comfortable with the ship here in the simulator before moving on to the real thing.
Who am I gonna be? So we're in the simulator. Okay. Who shall I be? Well, I'm captain at the moment. This is awesome! I feel like I'm a bit high up though. Let me... Right. Well, let's try
As
being
captain, you are in overall command of the crew.
Yep.
It is your responsibility to communicate with and to coordinate the actions of the other officers on the bridge. You'll receive important updates on mission status and also have direct control of the main view screen.
Oh, sorry, itchy nose. Itchy nose. Right, topics completed.
The captain's objectives feed contains vital information about your ship's mission. Updates from support crew and Starfleet Command are reflected here, so that you will always know what your crew needs to accomplish. Open the objectives feed now. Some objectives also have more detailed information. Sometimes you, as captain, must choose between different ways to complete an objective and direct your crew accordingly. In all cases, your crew depends on you to keep them informed of their goals.
This is awesome.
Select the objective for more information. Sometimes you will receive additional information to help with your mission. Keep an eye out for your intel feed, located near your objective readout for tips and hints.
Okay, there's a lot of things to do, but we may as well go through the tutorial, and next episode we'll get into the game.
As captain, you can answer a hail when messages from Starfleet or other ships are received. If the message is accompanied by video, it will be displayed on the main view screen. Answer the incoming hail now.
Aegis, this is Captain Uku of USS Huxley. Our system
Hi.
checks are complete. We're ready to go. We'll stand by and follow you out when you're ready.
At any time while on the bridge, you can use an external view to see what is going on outside and around the ship. Hold the external view button now.
Oh my word. Oh, I feel a bit sick now. Space sick. Oh, that was awesome. Ship status is next.
As captain, you can access basic information about your ship's status. Open your status displays now. The status information available to you is helpful, but no substitute for the more detailed knowledge of your chief engineer.
I presume Lieutenant Tanar over there is our engineer. So hull's at 100%. Okay, hull's at 100%. Shields down. Torpedoes, is that? We have 30 torpedoes, I think. Not quite sure what all that means yet. Emissions signature, that's obviously to do with your stealth. Sorry, I think I bashed the camera there. I'm going to have to fine tune this for this game because the camera, where I'm putting my computer, is right where the arm of the chair is in the game. Right, okay, so that was ship status. So local
As
map.
captain, you have the same maps at your fingertips as your helm and tactical officers. You may use these to aid communication, to identify a target for tactical, or to specify a destination for helm. Targets and nearby destinations are selected from the local map, which shows objects of interest around you. Open the local map view. Now touch any object on the map to select it as your target. Some orders you give to the crew require you to first designate a target or destination, exactly as you just did.
Okay.
When playing alone or with AI members of the command crew, the captain gives orders to the
Why would
AI
you ever do
officers.
that?
To give an order to a specific officer, look at them and use the orders system to select from the available commands. Remember, some commands will first require that you select a target or destination. Try ordering your chief engineer to prioritize power to engines. Some orders apply to the entire crew. To access these orders, look towards the central console in front of you. First, select the closest ship from your local map. Then try ordering the crew to investigate it.
So orders are on this one. Hope you can see what I'm doing there. That's to activate the orders menu. Look at engineering, select power to engines. Okay, so I'll look at engineering. Orders. Power to engines. Now I understand that in a month or so's time, voice commands are coming to the NPC thing. Oh, that's quite clever. That moves around with you. Voice commands are coming, so it will have voice recognition, but it's not coming out for, I think, maybe 4 or 6 weeks, something like that. So for the moment, if you're not playing with humans, you have to... Oh, I see, right, okay. Yep, if you're not playing with human crew members, you have to do this at the moment, but later on, there's going to be some kind of voice recognition system.
Aye, Captain. Maximizing power to engines.
Let me look. Oh, there's your... Oh, engine power is at full. Right, so we select a target. Center console, which is that there. Analyze target.
Following the target. Target selected. Scanning.
Sorry, this is a bit slow and ponderous, but there's a bit to get used to in this. We'll get into it, don't you
Scanning
worry.
complete.
Here's the external view. Okay, so we've scanned it.
Impulse engines allow the ship to rapidly traverse great distances within a star system. When playing with an AI crew, you will need to choose a destination and give the orders to prepare for and initiate impulse travel. First, choose a destination from your impulse map. You need to select a destination from the impulse map.
Oh, so I can choose either one. Let's
Now
look at
give the order to prepare for impulse. Your chief engineer will give more power to the engines, and your helmsman will lay in a course and align the ship.
Right, so if I look at the center console, and then order center console.
Tell the crew to engage impulse flight.
Plotting impulse course.
This external view is a cool idea, actually. Ooh, we're going there.
On your mark, Captain. Aye, understood.
Make it so. Sorry, come on, I had to say that. Come on now. What have we got now? Okay.
The ship's warp drive can generate a warp field, distorting space around the Aegis and allowing you to travel to other star systems much faster than the speed of light. When playing with an AI crew, the captain chooses a destination and gives the orders to prepare for and initiate warp travel. Always bear in mind that charging the warp coils consumes most of the ship's power. The Aegis will not be able to maintain a full combat stance during these critical seconds. To go to warp, first choose a destination from your warp map. You need to select a destination from the warp map. Now give the order to prepare for warp. Your chief engineer will direct power to the warp coils, and your helmsman will lay in a course and align the ship to the correct heading. Now tell your crew to engage the warp drive.
Course laid in, Captain.
Charged.
Aye, aye.
Woohoo! Hey, we're warping. Whoa! Whoa!
Captains have control of the main view screen. You may choose to display any of several different overlays on the view screen, with information about your ship's system status. Try the different views and overlays available. Open your view screen controls now. The target and magnify views only work when you are targeting another ship or object. Magnify provides an up-close view of your selected target. Target view provides enhanced situational awareness, showing both your own ship and your target at once.
Okay, so if I magnify, I've got a target at the moment. There's the exterior. Okay, so then let me just try this. If I go to the local map, select the target, go back to the view screen. Yeah, it focuses on the target. If I then magnify it, there's my target. And off again. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Not quite sure what navigation does. I mean, I can see that it overlays that stuff up on the screen there, but not sure how you use it. Right.
Sometimes, as captain, you may wish to take temporary control over another command station. This allows you to perform any of the functions of that role, then return to the captain's chair when ready. You cannot, however, take control of a station currently being operated by another player. To take
Makes
control
sense.
of another station, look at any of your AI command crew and activate orders mode. Now choose the Take Over option. You can return to the captain's chair at any time by tapping the Orders Mode button again.
Okay, let's... Alright, there's... Okay. Whoa! I'm there! Jeez. And that's my chair, but I'm not in it because I've come over here. Oh, he disappears. I thought he might be standing at the side. So you literally shove him out of his chair and take over. Oh, look at that! Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. This is awesome. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm going to have to move that further away for future. Zoom in and out of the map. Okay, well, we'll come to that because that's part of a later one. But sorry, orders. We should be back in the captain's chair. Yep. Okay. And we are. Okay, let's
In
try some
emergency
red alert.
situations, you can sound a red alert to
Oh,
notify
I've
your
been looking
ship's
forward
crew.
to this.
If you are playing with an
Oh,
AI
yeah.
as tactical officer, she will interpret a red alert as a request to prepare for combat. Try
think that's
activating
tactical.
red alert now.
Aye, aye, Captain. Raising shields.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's just got vibrations there. I don't know what that was indicating. Probably the shield's going up, I suspect. Okay, let's take it off red alert. Okay, help overlay's the last one. Oh, right, okay. I was like, how? Okay. Where's that? Yep, there's the help overlay. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, that's the share button. Never used that in VR before. That's quite nice the way it pops up. Okay, help overlay I think is the move. No? Ah, sorry, it's the, right, okay, sorry, it's the little circular button. Okay. Toggle navigation space, change view screen, engineering allocates power, external effects on the ship. Right, okay, yep. Okay. And there's the captain done. So, shall we just go through them all in one episode to get it out of the way? Yeah, let's just crack on. And then episode 2 can be played.
As helmsman, you are the ship's navigator,
Oh, yeah.
responsible
It's like
for maneuvering the
screens
ship
moved.
and navigating
different
within
chair.
and between star systems. Your crew depends on you to get the ship wherever needed, to avoid collisions with hazards in space, and to maneuver for tactical advantage in combat situations.
Okay. Alright.
Your local map can be used to mark ships and objects as waypoints, to check your proximity to hazards, and gauge when you are close to being detected by hostiles. Touch any target on the map to select it.
With either hand, presumably, yep. Okay, selected them.
Your basic maneuvering controls allow you to give the ship forward or reverse thrust, to steer the ship to port or starboard, and to move the ship up or down on its vertical axis. The amount of thrust you can give depends on the amount of power your chief engineer allocates to engines. The more power your engines have, the more responsive the ship will be. Maneuvering controls are only available when your local map view is active. The throttle controls your speed and also allows you to reverse or make a full stop.
That exterior view is great, but so push forward goes up, which is slightly counterintuitive for me because I'm used to flying games where pulling back puts you up. Okay, let's come to a stop. Stay left a bit. Let's see if we can get that planet on dead center. There we go. That's not bad, not bad. Okay.
Your ship's
travel.
impulse drive allows you to travel quickly between planets and other points of interest within a star system. To travel via impulse, you will first need to plot a course by choosing a destination on the impulse map. Once the course is plotted, you will then need to align your ship with the appropriate heading and engage the impulse drive. Be aware, the impulse drive cannot be engaged unless the chief engineer has allocated sufficient power. Switch to your impulse map. Select any point of interest in the star system to plot a course to that destination. Now return to the local view and steer the ship to line up with your plotted course.
Okay, let's... Oh, I see, the yellow bars give you the tunnel.
Grab and push your throttle to engage the impulse drive. The ship's computer will automatically follow the course you plotted.
What's happening? Am I there? Okay, yeah, it seemed to have done that. It doesn't really achieve much though, does it? It's a shame because I love that throttle. Anyway, I think I've got to reset the view. Hang on. That might help a bit. Where are we? Oh, we're there. Or are we not there? Yeah, we're there. Okay. Right, warp
The
travel.
ship's warp drive can distort space around the ship to propel it faster than light across the vast distances between
Oh,
stars.
I'm looking forward to
The
this.
tremendous amount of energy needed for warp travel will require you to coordinate closely with the chief engineer. To travel by warp, it is your responsibility to plot a course by selecting a star system on your warp map. When the course is plotted, you will need to align the ship with the proper heading. Before you can enter warp, your chief engineer will have to prepare the ship and charge the warp coils. Open your warp map now. Select a star system to plot a course to it. Now return to the local view and steer the ship to line up with your plotted course. Push your throttle to engage the warp drive. The warp coils can only remain charged for a limited time. The chief engineer will need to prepare the ship for warp again.
Yes, there we go. We're in warp. I engaged warp drive. Cool. Right, this bit's going to be complicated, I think. This ship's signature.
Various systems of the ship affect how easily other vessels can detect the Aegis. The Aegis is designed to avoid detection at ranges where other Federation vessels would be easily visible to another ship's sensors. As helmsman, the more thrust you are using, the farther away the Aegis can be detected. On your local map, you'll
Sorry.
see a ring that expands and contracts as the ship's signature increases or decreases. When other
that's
ships
this
come within
green
that
ring.
ring, they will detect the Aegis.
Okay. So that green ring. Trying to find. Oh, there's a full stop button. Oh, that's handy. Didn't notice that before, so you can just come to a stop quite easily. Oh, that's just zoom. Okay. Put it back to roughly where it was. Right. Yep. And let's just have a look at the help overlay. Map zoom level, steering left, right, elevation up, down. Plot course, help overlay on off, detection circle, engine power, there. Engine speed, yep. Engage warp and impulse. Okay. Okay, we're back to the station menu. Okay, so I've done captain, I've done helm,
As
tactical
the
next.
tactical officer, you are in charge of the ship's weapons, defenses, and scanners. In combat situations, you must coordinate with the rest of the bridge crew to protect the ship and deal with any threats to it. But you also have a crucial
Come
role
on.
in
Had
non-combat
to do it.
situations. It is the tactical officer's responsibility to scan nearby ships and other objects in the environment to reveal vital information about them.
Okay, here we go. Select
In order to
target.
scan anything or to fire on it, you must first target it. To select a target, simply select the appropriate icon on your map. Once you've selected a target, a display will show all currently known information about your selection. Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map.
Okay, done that. Oh, that's all. Right, I was like, well, what next? I like that little hologram of the ship you've selected. Okay, let's.
You will often
jump.
need to scan a target to learn more about it, or to locate people or objects of interest in another vessel. Some objects are scanned with a simple, general scanning action. This happens automatically when the object is targeted. More complex objects, like other ships, can be scanned for specific properties, such as the locations of any weak points in a ship's system. When an object has many features to scan, scanning them all at once is much slower than scanning a single specific system. Scanning is required before it's possible to transport people or cargo off of another vessel, or before being able to target weak spots of an enemy's ship systems. Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map. Here you can select what systems you want to scan. Scanning a single system will always be faster than scanning multiple at once.
All right, okay.
Also, the closer the ship is to the target, the faster you can scan. Scan the ship's engines now to reveal their status, and any weak points which would allow you to damage the engines directly.
Okay. No, that's it. You're not going to actually tell me anything. Oh, so the engines are at 100%. Life signs 24. And I can target the engines with beam. Okay, but let's wait for that. Let's do the
As tactical officer, you have control over raising and lowering the ship's shields. When raised, the shields will charge up to maximum strength over time. They are your best defense against damage to the ship. When shields are lowered or down to 0 strength, any damage to the ship may cause serious harm to onboard systems, or even loss of life to your crew. When shields are raised, the chief engineer can direct power to them to increase their effectiveness. Raise the shields now. There is a delay while power is channeled into the shield emitters before the shields come online. In a combat situation, remember that you need to raise shields before the enemy fires.
And you get a vibration through the rumble. Just wondered if you could see the shields from outside, but you can't. You get a vibration when they're on through these. Okay, so that's shields. Sorry, this is a little bit dull, but let's get through it. Torpedoes.
Photon torpedoes are a devastating weapon. They can automatically track a moving target and deliver heavy damage on impact. However, before you can fire them, you must first give the order to arm them. Arm your torpedoes now. Each torpedo tube takes time to load. Your supply of torpedoes for any mission is limited, so use them wisely. Target the nearby ship and fire torpedoes at it.
There she is. Hey! Oh, it's still there. Okay. Let's scan his shields then and see how they're doing. I don't want to scan his weapons. Obviously selected it without meaning to. Weapons and shields are at 100%, so that's not helped me much. Okay, phasers.
Phasers are a versatile energy weapon. They continually charge over time, and when fully charged, your phaser banks hold enough energy to fire multiple shots at your target. Phaser banks automatically track your target, but only if it is within the indicated firing arc and within the current range of your weapons. The effective range and damage of your phasers is controlled by the amount of energy the chief engineer allocates to them. Target the nearby ship and fire phasers at it.
Oh, that was fun. Yeah, so it uses energy up. And then presumably when that bar gets to 0, you've got to wait for them to recharge. Oops, sorry. Up one. Targeting
Phasers can be used to precisely target weak spots of another vessel. To use this ability, you must first scan the desired subsystem of a target, such as its weapons or engines. Once scanned, you must then select that system. As long as a scanned system is selected, phasers will auto-target that system's weak points. To hit a subsystem, the target's shields must be down or inactive. Second, your ship must be correctly facing the targeted point. If the target's shields are raised, or you are attacking from the wrong angle, firing in subsystem targeting mode will do minimal damage. When dealing with other ships, targeting individual systems is a good way to disable them, or neutralize a threat without outright destroying the ship. This may sometimes be necessary to accomplish your mission objectives. Target the nearby ship and scan its weapons systems. Scan the ship's engines now to reveal their status, and any weak points which would allow you to damage the engines directly. Now select the ship's weapon systems to lock on to their weak points. Your phasers are now in subsystem targeting mode. Fire them for a precision attack. Until the target's shields are down, you will not be able to hit the targeted system.
Okay. Take this. Oh, look at that go. we go. Scan the shields. We're at 100%. What the hell? Hang on. Okay, I've got to... There's the torpedoes loaded. Alright, I'm starting to understand it. Okay, his engines are at 33%. See, that's weird. It says enemy ship shield 0%, but here on the scan it says 100%. Okay. Engines are nearly out. I think this time we'll do it. Engines debilitated. Surely that's it. Or did you want his weapons done?
Very good. You have damaged the targeted system.
It was weapons. Okay, sorry, this is going to take a little bit longer than you would want, probably. Yep, we can zoom in and out with that. Yep. See, actually, although the view screen's lovely, you get... It's actually easier to keep track of what's going on from the systems. I guess that's how it should be. You know, just a glance up at the screen to make sure you're firing in vaguely the right direction. Then a glance back down, you can see the weapons dropping 20%. His engines are back online. His hull's at 79%. He's got engine repairs underway. But that doesn't matter because the weapons are down. There we go. Targeting subsystems complete. Right, so that was a little bit convoluted because I went for the wrong thing. But that's interesting. You can see he's now repairing the engines. That's okay. Anyway,
Various systems of the ship affect how easily other vessels can detect the Aegis. The Aegis is designed to avoid detection at ranges where other Federation vessels would be easily visible to another ship's sensors.
Okay,
As
so
tactical
stealth ship.
officer, arming torpedoes, firing weapons, and activating shields will each make the ship detectable from greater distances.
Makes sense.
To reduce the ship's signature, disarm torpedoes and lower shields now.
Alright, so I'm looking at the ring, which I think is the detection range. Yep. Okay, so torpedoes down, shields down. Okay. Okay.
The Aegis's prototype remote intrusion system can be used to send encoded signals and disrupt critical systems of other ships. Before it can be used, the tactical officer must scan the target. Once the scanned target is selected, an intrusion into its control systems is attempted via an automated routine. If successful, you may then choose to attempt any of the available disruption routines to temporarily cripple a specific system. Activate the remote intrusion system. Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map.
Okay. Should we scan everything? Go on. Why not?
Select a scan target. Choose a disruption routine to inject into the target systems.
Shall we? Yeah, okay. Disable the web.
Very good. But once used, the remote intrusion system will be fully occupied and unable to disrupt another target or system for some time.
Brilliant. If we're trying to beam something out, would we need to do that to his shields? Anyway, there you go. And he's back online, and we can't use it for another 10 seconds. Okay, that makes sense, right?
Your
Let's look
ship
at the
is equipped with
transporter.
standard transporters for beaming objects or personnel aboard from other vessels or locations. Transporting first requires the tactical officer to scan the target vessel or location. If any mission-critical items or personnel to transport, the target will appear on the transporter interface. It will take time to acquire a lock-on before you can beam, and you must remain in range for the lock to succeed. The transporter cannot penetrate through your ship's own shields or those of another ship, so you must coordinate with tactical to make sure your shields are down when you need to transport. If you are attempting to beam something from a hostile vessel, your crew will first have to disable its shields.
Yeah.
Activate the transporter interface. Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map.
There it is. Oh, that's quite cool. You can lean to the side and see it. Okay, we'll scan it. We've got
Select the damaged ship from the list of targets.
24 life signs.
Lock onto the survivors aboard the ship to prepare for transport. To lock on, your ship must be in transport range and unshielded. The target's
Ooh,
shield,
I can
if any,
see.
must also be down.
Yeah, shields are down. We're locking on. Come on.
You have transporter lock on the survivors. Give the order to energize. The
Energize.
survivors are now safely aboard the Aegis.
Not
You
yet.
can only
Now they
transport
are.
6 at a time.
Ooh.
Anytime there are more than 6 targets to transport from a single vessel, you will need to perform multiple transport cycles.
Okay. So yeah, then we would just do that another 3 times. Okay. Finally. Yep, help overlay. Armed disarmed torpedoes, fire torpedoes, phaser firing, torpedoes remaining. Zoom, raise lower shields, phaser range, that's an interesting one, the yellow circle there. Target selection and scan range. Ah, that's not your detection range. Okay, that makes sense. That's why it didn't change. Engineering controls. Oh, engineering controls phaser range. Okay. Armed disarmed torpedoes. Blah blah blah. Lock on. Yep. Okay. Nothing new there. So, final bit of the tutorial then. We'll go and play as the mini skirt wearing engineer.
As chief engineer, you support all other members of the bridge crew by keeping the Aegis operating in top condition. You monitor vital status information about the ship's systems, allocate power needed for maneuvering and combat, and manage the ship's power grid to compensate for damage or boost its capabilities. You also manage the ship's repair teams and keep an eye on how visible the Aegis is to other ships in the area.
Okay. Only 7 here.
Your system's display gives vital information about the status of the ship's various systems at all times. When your ship is suffering from negative effects, this panel provides information about the source and severity of the effect. As chief engineer, you have more detail about your ship's status than any other member of the crew. Activate your system's display now.
Ooh. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay.
How you
power
allocate power determines how effective each of those systems is. As situations change, you'll need to communicate with the rest of the crew to keep them supplied with power and to anticipate when to make critical adjustments.
This
One
could
of your
be
most
difficult,
essential
this
responsibilities as chief engineer is to distribute available power between each of the ship's major systems. Try giving maximum power to engines now.
This could be possibly the most critical position in the game, actually, I think.
Now try giving maximum power to shields.
You're not going
You'll
to
have
let
to
me.
reduce power to other systems first.
Alright. Can't switch to 0. I'll find out about that in a minute, no doubt. Getting ahead of myself. Right, so that's power allocation. Yeah, rerouting power.
Before
What?
the ship can travel between star systems, you must make the ship ready and charge its warp coils. This draws a tremendous amount of power, and you will be unable to make any further changes to power allocation or routing while prepping for warp. Begin preparing for warp now. Charge the warp coils. The helmsman will have a limited time to engage the warp drive, or the coils will automatically discharge to prevent damage to the ship.
Oh, right, so
Warp
when
coils charged.
you've got 30 seconds to activate warp. Jeez. See, this is where the teamwork element comes in, I guess. It's where you'd have to say, okay, warp's available,
Warp coil discharge
and he's got to
imminent.
lay in a course, get set up, and engage the throttle before it runs out. That's quite cool. See,
Warp
little things
coils
like that, I like.
discharged.
Okay, we're back. Okay, repair
When the
system.
ship sustains damage, it's up to you to deploy repair crews and get critical systems back in working order. You have a limited number of crews available. You may send multiple crews to repair a single system faster, or you may spread them out to work on multiple systems at once. Activate your repair controls now. We have simulated damage to your phaser banks and scanners. Assign repair crews to both systems to get them back to full working condition.
Let's work on the phaser banks first. Right, scanners are repaired. Phaser banks are repaired.
Sensor array restored.
Cool. Everything's restored. Okay, what about
It's
rerouting
possible to
power?
increase the power to one or more systems beyond normal safe operating limits by rerouting the ship's power grid. Switch to rerouting mode now. Try diverting extra power to shields by dragging an adjacent power node over to it.
Power from engines.
You have increased maximum shield strength by drawing some power from other systems. This situation is risky, though. The extra power flowing through those conduits could cause internal damage. When you use the rerouting system, you must keep an eye on the power grid and be ready to make changes as needed.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he means by that, but guess we'll find out the hard way. Alright, let's... What happens there? Right, so it reduces the maximum power on the shields and increases the maximum power on the engines. Okay, something weird's going on with my controllers. I think I need to reset my view. Right. Ship signature.
Various
Complicated.
systems of the ship affect how easily other vessels can detect the Aegis. The Aegis is designed to avoid detection at ranges where other Federation vessels would be easily visible to another ship's sensors. As Chief Engineer, you can monitor all systems which are affecting the ship's signature and gauge the range at which the Aegis will be detectable to other vessels. This information is vital when trying to avoid contact with hostile ships.
Help overlay. Overcharged nodes eventually burn out. Didn't mention that in your tutorial. Range, shield emissions, speed of emissions, engine emissions, detectable. Alright, 10 kilometers, okay. Hull 100%, shield strength lowered, shield level 1. Engines online. Requirements for long range travel. Yep. Yep. Power grid, repair system. Yeah, we've seen all of that. Beam targets on the Aegis. Okay. Okay. I think we've done all the stations. Okay. Yep. Quit. Quit the main menu. And that is the tutorial complete. That was quite a long episode, quite long-winded. I'll put some shortcuts down below, so you can jump in the description section, so you can jump straight to any section that interests you. Right. Do not show this again. Okay. So we've got quick march, private march, solo adventure, training. Right. Anyway, oh, there she is. There she is. Oh my word. That's my baby. Oh, that's pretty cool. Are we going for a look round? Are we going to fly in? That would be cool if we flew into the shuttle bay. But for now, let's just enjoy the orbit. Oh. See, this is Star Trek. This is what it's about. Look at it. You got Earth, there's Australia. There's the Aegis. November X-ray 1787. That's the inside of our shuttle. Starbase back there. Oh, she's lovely. I think we're going to go in the shuttle bay. Come on, open the shuttle bay doors. Or are we just going to orbit around her? Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, we're just going to orbit around her. But that was worth it. Sorry to take your time up with that, but that was so worth it. Oh, I am dying to get into this. I'm glad I've got all that out of the way. Look at it. So Death Star. That can't be good. Ah. Right. I don't want to take this off. I could just sit here orbiting that ship for hours. Oh, look at my dangly hands. Oh, I seem to be a girl. How did that happen? Okay. Well, you know what's coming next, don't you? Well, come on. Come on, I had to. Right. Okay. We've done some fly past of the Aegis. Look, you can see on the bridge. Anyway. I think that is the logical place to leave that episode for today. Oops, sorry for all of that motion there. There we go, and this is what VR does to your hair. Anyway, whew, didn't really get to do very much there, it was just the tutorial. But look at this. I'm looking forward to actually doing this now. I think, obviously everybody kind of wants to be captain, I think. But I think probably the most challenging position is going to be the engineer. I think they're all going to have an element that they bring to the game. I think they're all going to be challenged and they're all going to be good. But I think the engineer could actually have one of the toughest roles on the bridge. But time will tell. So, thanks for being with me. I hope you've enjoyed. Anything you want to say, please leave a comment in the section down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. I do hope you'll join me again. If you've enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. And if you want to get updated on when there's any more videos uploaded to my channel, then click on my ugly face over here. And don't forget to check out these other videos of mine. Till next time, this is Abu Dhabi Dude saying rock on, take care, see you soon. Bye.